know I wrote a book, right? It's called Buy a Game and it's free. Click the link down there, you got it.
DreAllDay.com.
What's going on, everybody? Dre Baldwin with DreAllDay.com. We are talking about the second round NBA playoff series. This is the fourth video of 4 in this series. We put them all out on the same day because I did it on late notice. I forgot that the series was starting on Saturday. I didn't know the series was going to start on Saturday, and I'm like, damn, I missed it. Then on Sunday, it was 3 games, so I said, let me just do it Sunday night. So I'm doing this about 8 p.m. Sunday night. The Raptors-Pacers Game 7 didn't even start yet. We already know the Heat won Game 7, and we already know the Warriors won Game 1. So y'all saw those videos. I talked about that already. This series that I'm talking about is one that the Game 1 already happened on Saturday. It's Sunday night when I'm recording this. The Spurs against the Oklahoma City Thunder. Now this series, my dad is a big Spurs fan. For those of you who've been following me over the years, y'all know my dad's like a huge San Antonio Spurs fan. He was talking all this noise when the Spurs was playing the Heat in the finals and almost beat them twice, beat them once. But anyway, Spurs is his team. I think coming into this series, not even talking about Game 1 yet. We're going to talk about Game 1 in a second. But coming into this series, I think Oklahoma City has a chance. I think they have a chance just because they got arguably the 2 best players in the series, depending on where you want to put Kawhi Leonard, LaMarcus Aldridge in the conversation. I think they have arguably the 2 best players in this series, especially offensively. They easily got the 2 best players in the series. But at the same time, that's also a curse because the rest of their team is not very good. The rest of the Oklahoma City team, when it comes to somebody stepping up and actually delivering when they need it, there's no one else on that team you can say, oh yeah, well, he's going to do this, he's going to do that. You don't even know. Even Serge Ibaka, a couple of years ago, Serge Ibaka was just way better than he is now. I don't know what happened to him. And I'm talking stats-wise. I'm not even talking subjectively with defensive rating and just his effect being on the floor. He was doing a lot more a couple of years back than he's doing now. I don't know what happened to Serge Ibaka. He was like a borderline all-star. I don't know if he made all-star, but he was at least close to it a couple of years back. I don't know what happened with Serge Ibaka. But anyway, KD and Russell Westbrook still nasty, still 2 of the best, let's say 10 for sake of argument, 2 of the best 10 players in the league, probably 2 of the best 5. And Russ might be better than Kevin Durant right now, honestly, depending on who you ask. If you ask me, I got to say yes, Russ is better than Kevin Durant overall. That's why I think Oklahoma City got a chance in this series. My one challenge for Oklahoma City is that the Spurs' best player, Kawhi Leonard, could guard either KD or Russell Westbrook, and he very well could lock one of them up or at least neutralize them enough that they don't just destroy the Spurs. And Kawhi, I think, was guarding Russell. We're getting to Game 1. Spurs beat OKC by 40. And here's the problem with OKC is that Russell Westbrook and KD could try their hardest to dominate, and the Spurs, of course, are going to funnel their defense to try to slow those guys down as much as they can. And they got that wild card by putting, not a wild card, but like the magic bullet, by putting Kawhi Leonard on Russ or putting him on KD. Is going to slow one of them down. I don't care what they do because Kawhi is a hell of a defender. He's the best defensive player in the league. Well, defensive player of the year, at least according to the votes, he's one of the best out there. And he could guard either one of those guys, which means if he guards one of them and he neutralizes one, then you basically got one of them, whichever one he isn't guarding, trying to kill the Spurs by himself, and he can't really dump it off to anybody else. There's nobody else on this Oklahoma City team who you can count on to come give you 20 points, 25 points when you need it. There's no one else you can go to. So the challenge for OKC is that who else is going to step up when either one of those guys is not killing? Basically, Russ and KD both got to drop 30 for them to win a game in the series. And or one of OKC's role players got to step up and give you 20 on an efficient night of shooting. I don't see that happening. I really don't see it happening. I don't know how they're going to make that work. LaMarcus Aldridge had a great game. He was on fire in the first game of the series. He's not going to be that on fire every game. And OKC is also not going to be that cold every game. So it's not going to be a repeat game after game of it being how it was in Game 1. But at the same time, OKC got a great opportunity because they got these 2 superstars, but also a great challenge because they ain't got nobody else who can step up at least consistently that you know they're going to do something. You got guys you know they can do something, or are they going to do something? It's 2 different questions. Spurs, on the other hand, don't have that problem. They are a well-oiled machine. If it wasn't for Golden State having such a crazy season, the Spurs would have been far and away the best team in the league. They would have been more of a story if Golden State wasn't doing what they did this season. It's starting to get dark out here. If they wasn't doing what they did this season. But overall, I think the Spurs, I got to go with the Spurs to win this series. I'm going to, just because Russell Westbrook and Kevin Durant are so damn good, I say OKC recovers and sends this series to 7 games. I say OKC sends it to 7. They win at least 1 game in San Antonio. Excuse me, everybody. And they send this series to 7 games, but the Spurs are going to eat them up in Game 7 and win the series. I wouldn't be surprised if it goes 6, but my pick is Spurs win it in 7 in a blowout in Game 7, or the Spurs could take them in 6. So that's my pick for the Western Conference. So now you got all my picks for the second round. I got the Heat in 6 against Raptors or Pacers, whoever won Game 7. Again, I don't know at this point. I got the Cavs winning in 5 against the Hawks. I got Golden State in, I said Golden State in 6, but I wouldn't be surprised if it goes 5, or I wouldn't even be surprised with a sweep over there. And I got the Spurs winning in 7, could possibly go 6. So I ain't no disclaimer. So I got Golden State in 6, Spurs in 7, Cavs in 5, Heat in 6. Those are my picks for the second round. Y'all let me know what you think. Watch all 4 videos so y'all can see all 4 prediction videos in detail, why I picked what I picked, what I think about the matchups and all of that. And let me know what you think. Work on your game. DreAllDay.com. Make sure you follow me on social media, Snapchat. You see it right there. The code's going to come up. Dre Baldwin. My Instagram is the same name, at Dre Baldwin. My Twitter and my Periscope, both at Dre All Day. Y'all know my website, DreAllDay.com. Any business inquiries, hit me via email, Dre@DreAllDay.com, or you can just send me a snap. Work on your game. Dre All Day.